Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Tombstone from the Spider-Man Homecoming Vulture Build-A-Figure wave. If you want to pick up this wave of figures, you can get it from Big Bad Toy Store. There'll be a link in the description below, and the next review coming up will be the actual Homecoming Spider-Man himself. So taking a look at the box here, we have a nice comic art on the side, and then on the back we can also see Beetle. And then down here we can see everyone else in the wave. Let me know who you want to see next after I do that Spider-Man. But for now, let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a closer look. And here we have Tombstone out of the packaging, and it's actually a really nice figure for what it is. It is one of the more simple ones in the line just because it doesn't come with any other accessories. Literally what you see here is what you get, and I actually like that. We don't need any other hand accessories and stuff with this guy. It's nice that those things come with other figures in the wave that actually do need it, because we have obviously a few other Spider-Man figures in the line, so it's nice to have them with the extra accessories. Now this figure does have some newly molded parts of its own, and it actually stands at a pretty decent height. He actually stands just under 7 inches tall, about 6 3/4 inches to the top of the hair. And we're getting this nice new collar piece. We have a few of these extra pieces on the wrists here, and then down here next to the boots. So we have a little bit of silver on those clasps, they're nicely molded. And then up here as well, we have a bit of silver on there too. We have this newly molded waist piece with this awesome belt on it. That looks pretty sweet. Obviously we do get that blue on there, or like a dark bluish grey. And then also the silver on there too. And then this awesome head sculpt. That nose just looks perfect. The teeth are painted really nice. We do actually have some kind of gums painted in there, and then the teeth as well. The eyes are nice and piercing and red. The hair color, the grey that they've used, they've actually put that over this bluish grey as well, so you actually have the darker tone of the skin and then the lighter grey on top of that as well, so it looks nicely weathered, and well, it looks like Tombstone's skin. They've actually done a really good job of that. What they haven't done as good of a job with is down here. You might be able to notice there is a little bit of grey showing up in those grooves. That isn't my lights reflecting on the figure. That is actually just some grey showing through. So it needed a bit more of some black paint right in there. But other than that, it is done really well. You know, the black coverage is done well over the figure. You can actually see a few little scrapes, little strokes and stuff on here. Not sure what that's from. Maybe when the paint was drying, maybe from putting it into the plastic or something. And then also just the black edge along this line could have been a little cleaner, but you can kind of scrape that up if you want to. So overall, the figure doesn't look too bad at all. I like the height. I like some of these newly molded parts that they didn't really need to add, but they have done, which add a lot more to the figure. And obviously it's just that head sculpt that really sets this thing apart and really makes it look awesome. So as for the articulation, then the head can look up and down, not as far up as you might want just because of this neck piece, but it's decent enough. He's one of the taller figures anyway, so if you're going to have him looking at other characters in your display, you're going to have him looking down anyway. Obviously you've got your full left and right movement there and everything. Shoulders come out to the side and rotate all the way around. You got your rotation at the upper part of the arm, which if the arm is down, it will push the arm out a little bit just because of the size of them. Double jointed elbows, rotation and the hinge at the wrists. The torso articulation is actually pretty good for this figure. He moves back, as you can see, and then forward all that way, which is really nice. Rotation there at the waist, hips move out, forward and back, rotation at the upper part of the thigh. Double jointed knees, we have the boot rotation, and then the feet can move up and down and have ankle pivot as well. All in all, I think the figure looks absolutely fantastic. Like I said, we don't get any other accessories with it, but obviously that money is spent elsewhere on other figures in the wave. And if you're buying a case, you know, this figure definitely is not a dud. It's a great figure to add to the collection if you're a Spider-Man fan and you love the Spider-Man cartoon. Tombstone did appear in that quite often, so it's nice to have this character right here. And like I say, you know, the newly molded parts for this figure, especially that head sculpt, look fantastic, very accurate. There's a lot of detail in there, like even in the skin, like wrinkles and stuff on that forehead there. It just looks fantastic, and I definitely recommend that you go ahead and pick this thing up. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to check out more from my channel, there's videos on the screen right now. You can go ahead and subscribe for more Marvel Legends, and also check out my social media. The links are in the description below for more pictures from my collection. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.